Hello everybody, Craig Eubanks here from hypnosismarketingtips.com, and also coming to you from where I work and where I live in San Francisco. And if you look over my shoulder, you just might see the lights of San Francisco out there. So today I've got a short video to show you that I know you're going to benefit from. I know you're going to get a lot out of it. And if you've attended any of my talks, any of my presentations, or seen me at any of the seminars, like the National Guild of Hypnotists annual convention, you've probably seen me wearing a very, very bright yellow shirt like this one. On the back there is a picture of what I call the now famous Hypno Dog, and it says the following: advertising should not be a confusion induction. There it is, and you can see the Hypno Dog better now. He looks like a dog in the headlights because he's confused. And I'll tell you why confusion is a bad thing in a moment. Now, this always gets a smile, right? But what does it mean? Well, in the little video I have following this introduction, I'm going to show you how many confusion points can be actually in a very small ad. And this is the kind of ad you probably see in a phone book or in the newspaper. It's a very typical hypnosis ad. Now, the reason the confusion is bad is confused minds always say no when it comes to spending money, right? So keep that in mind. Very critical point. Now, after you watch this, be sure you watch my other videos on hypnosis marketing, because I will tell you how to position yourself and how to make sure you don't do that. In fact, I'll show you how to create marketing that attracts clients to you instead of confusing them and positions you as the expert, which is really important. Also, if you want to be notified anytime I put up a new video, sign up on my newsletter list and you'll be the first to know. Now, the sign up box should be right down here below me if you're on my website. And if you're not, then come on by and you can sign up there. Meanwhile, enjoy the rest of this video. Okay, so let's look at a really typical hypnosis ad. This is one you'll find in just about any yellow pages or maybe even the newspapers in your area. And let's look at the confusion elements in here and see what I'm talking about. The first one is, you'll notice in these areas here where I black things out, I did this because this is what identifies this person as being, you could tell who they were. And this is a really useful exercise. And first of all, I did this for two reasons. One is I didn't want to embarrass them, but the other thing is, if you go through your yellow pages and do this to all the ads in your section, I'm assuming hypnosis, but you could do this in any section of the yellow pages, and you'll find out that once you've done that, almost all the businesses look the same. There's very little to distinguish them, so the confusion question becomes in the prospect's mind, why should I do business with you as opposed to any of your competitors or even something not related to you at all? You don't want them to be thinking like that. Okay, so let's look at the next thing that causes confusion. It's right up here at the top. And this is an important part. It should be the headline. It really conveys like why they want to come to you, what problem you can solve, what benefits they get. And instead it says serenity, joy, and peace of mind. Well, that's all great and wonderful, but what if that's not what I'm looking for? What if what I'm looking for is stop smoking? So then this confuses me. Somebody's looking through and they say, I've heard, hey, hypnosis helps you stop smoking, but instead they come to serenity, joy, and peace of mind, and they're like, huh, I just wanted to stop smoking. This is no good. Let's look at the next piece. Let's look right in here at this stuff. This is very typical too. I call this like kitchen sink marketing. You want it to be all things to all people, but in fact then what you become is nothing to anybody. And the problem with that is, again, so what are you an expert at? I just want us to stop smoking specialist. You know, if I want to stop smoking and I heard about hypnosis, I go to the section and look for the person that says, I'm the best at stop smoking, I know more about it, I'm the expert, that's what I do, I feature in it. But instead here you see improve skills, obtain goals, addictions, anxiety, pain, phobia, stress, past life and age regression, spirit releasement, speeds the recovery of surgery. This is like all this stuff, and it doesn't even say anywhere in here, hey, I want to stop smoking, can you help me with that? It's a real leap for somebody to figure out that smoking is addiction and have to think of it that way. So let's look at something else. Let's look at this little area right in here. If I'm reading this ad and I don't know anything about hypnosis, and actually I know a lot and I still don't know what all these things are, I'm thinking, so what does this stuff mean? And how does it mean you can solve my problem? This is, you know, people are very proud of the certifications they get and everything, and well, they should be, but to people in the general public, it doesn't mean anything. They don't know what those gobbledygook letters are, and that's actually pretty valuable real estate you're wasting there. And then the last thing is EFT. And this is another thing. You're actually listing something that you do as a technique. That's like saying element induction. People don't care about that. They just want the problem solved. So if you look at all these different elements in this ad, all these are going to cause confusion to the prospect, and you don't want that to happen. Instead, you want to stand out and make it clear what problem you can solve, and that you want to communicate that you're the best at it. And we'll talk about some ways to do that.